Hop là. Eh bien bonsoir tout le monde, donc c'est Jaden Noctis, donc on se retrouve ce soir pour un petit live sur NBA 2K25 pour ma carrière, donc nous sommes partis pour un petit match, donc let's go, c'est parti.
The Rockets on their way to the locker room earlier on, looking to deliver the gift of a big win to the home crowd tonight. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Houston Rockets here in Toyota Center. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. A moment here now to see the numbers for MP.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Kevin Love out there with Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Wiggins. And it's MP in at the two-guard spot. And for the Rockets, running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Alperen Sengun out there with Thompson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Tip-off goes to Houston. Green against MP. Pass to Sengun. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Houston moving it around. Here's Van Vliet. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Although he is just 6 feet tall, Van Vliet has no issue going into the land of the Giants.
Hero finds MP. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And one of Green's best attributes is that he doesn't really see contact. He will either go over it or through it.
And it's Miami's ball. 4-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For 3, Van Vliet. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Green against Hero. Bryant drives in.
Oh, my. Nice finish.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Van Vliet looking around. It's good from long range. Van Vliet's got 5.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Bryant dishes to Love. Here's Hero. And another basket for Miami.
And when you watch Hero play, it's no surprise he's a gym rat. He can score from any spot on the floor.
Van Vliet kicks to Sengun. Pass to Thompson. Van Vliet outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking. But they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching. Having your players focus.
And RJ, even without a consistent jumper, Amin Thompson has proven to be a productive player.
And that jumper should develop over time. But he does everything else at a high level. He's extremely versatile, especially on that defensive end, Kevin.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Now here's Wiggins. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Look at the quick reaction by Van Fleet to get on that drive.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Bryant against Green. And the basket by MP.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
There's Van Fleet following the basket by MP. Pass to Şengün. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And that one, good.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's MP. Following the miss by Fred Van Vliet. Back to MP. Lets the three fly. With the rebound. Houston's gone 1
Ça
2
m'énerve. Ça commence mal. Ah, puis je vois pas ma note, ça m'énerve.
Back to Van Vliet. And stolen by Love. On the wing, Bryant. Guarded by Green. Lets it go from 11. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's 7 points for Tyler Hero. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. Thompson outside. Pass to Green. Down low. Şengün, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Hero against Van Vliet. Love with the screen on Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Love, no luck. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Green. It's hauled in by the Heat. Wiggins left side. On the wing, MP. Now, Hero. Chalk up 2 there. Hero's got 9.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Van Vliet with it. 7 points in the game. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Allez,
Taking a look here at some
on y va.
numbers for Bam Adebayo. He's been a factor for them over the last month, averaging 5 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to
Enculé.
watch to understand his
On a gratté.
It's good.
And unafraid to
Van Vliet.
challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Here's Hero. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Atlanta.
Enculé!
And stopped by Shingun. Well,
Tu me
there's some
passes comme une merde.
news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Thanks, guys. And the news today is with the Washington Wizards. They are very excited to add D'Angelo Russell to their roster. He can bring them some more outside shooting and a guy who can make some smart passes. And as far as they're concerned, I'm told this deal, they believe, takes them to the next level offensively.
Thank you, Shams. Great to hear from you as always. Now here's Bryant. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Love, no luck. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Van Vliet.
Merde.
That's in, coming off
Putain, mais il faut que le faire
And
switcher.
it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Love finds Hero. Jacks up a 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Van Vliet can't get it to go. Miami's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Putain. Dans ce franc de merde.
And that one misses. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
Now, Burks, following the miss by Jabari Smith from deep. The kick out to Anderson. Now, here's Burks. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And that sends MP to the free throw line. Fred Van Vliet picks one up. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jock Landale's checked in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
Here's Landale. Out to the wing. Here's Eason. Another miss by Houston. Here's Miami now. They're on a 17-7 run. Back to Burks. In the corner, it's MP. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound by Smith. He gets trailed by 6. Outside, Green. Inside. Smith with a wide open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Miami, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And the first one at the line is good. Mitchell, he's checked in for Miami. Miami leading by 12. On the court for Miami here in the second. Wing pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. In the post, it's Jovic and Adebayo. And it's Bryant in at the point guard. Holiday against MP. From 20 feet out. And Hero the bucket on the assist by Bryant. Hero's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Heat. Right side Holiday. Smith finds Whitmore. And some nice passing there by Houston. It's hauled in by the Heat. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And the basket is good. Bryant's got 14 points for the game.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
Here's Whitmore. Still yet to score. From past the arc, he's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
MP passes to Hero. Jaquez outside. MP kicks to Hero. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant.
3 points.
MP's got 3 assists in the game. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Atlanta had a huge game. He picked up 67 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Şengün after Tyler Hero's bucket. Can't hit from in close. Bryant looking over the floor. And no good. Excellent defense there from Smith. Holiday dishes to Smith. And he gets the bucket. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Puts it up from 12, and there's another one for the Heat.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Holiday against Bryant. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Hero. Miami leading by 16. Bryant the pass to Jovic. And that one's good. MP. Bryant's got 16 points.
I'm willing to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Good work there as it goes.
What you love about Şengün is that he is always working for a second chance score.
It's Jaquez with the drive. It's stolen by Eason. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Holiday's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Bryant passes to Hero. Jaquez outside. Kicks it out to Hero. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hero's got 24.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Here's Whitmore. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Bryant throws it down hard.
Ooh, I can tell fresh legs when I see him. Look at the young legs of MP getting out on the break.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing by 19, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, they really got held down in that one. If you can't get points on the board, then you're pretty much beat no matter what.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Yep, it counts. Bryant's got 8 here in the quarter. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Whitmore finds Holiday. To end the run. It's rebounded by Jovic.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Bryant. Hero on the wing. Jaquez the pass to Jovic. Hero with it. Over Whitmore. Goes back up. And Hero with the layup. Hero's got 26.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Whitmore. Buries the long-range jumper. Whitmore's got 6.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Kicks it out to Hero.
Dommage.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Houston with a big
My
group
bad,
substitution here.
So j'ai
Amen
correction avec
Thompson,
my
he's checked in for Smith. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Love's checked in for Miami. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Jaime Jaquez. And VanVleet, here we go. Out to Johnson, a 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Hero passes to Adebayo. Almost, but it rolls out. Rockets trail by 20. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Şengün. In the corner, it's VanVleet. 5 to shoot. It falls through, making it 6-11 in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The Heat leading by 18. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And it's Brooks in the corner. And some nice passing there by Houston. Thompson against Adebayo. Outside, Green. Off target from outside.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Shots good by Hero.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Rockets shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Ryan against VanVleet. Brooks outside. 6 to shoot. Back to VanVleet. The train. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Heat leading by 19. Hero kicks to MP. And stolen by Şengün.
Deux balles perdues, oui, on a passé trop.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Şengün. And it's Van Vliet, top of the key. And Houston
Putain, mais 4 secondes de me faire toucher!
Very big night. Van Vliet has the ball in his hands a lot, and that can turn into buckets.
Now Adebayo. He's covered by Thompson. Sweet move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fella.
Je ne sais pas combien il est de points Tyler Hero, mais il en a marqué pas mal. Hein. Ah, 30 points, Dieu.
So it's Miami in complete command with their lead at 28 points going into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Miami Heat.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing in the dunk contest this year.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out, though, Kenny.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters?
Mais quel con, moi, c'est sorti! Encore une balle perdue pour de la merde!
I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
C'est de ma faute,
At
j'ai
the
du
guard
caca.
positions, Van Vliet and Green. Thompson is out there with Alper and Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
So far, proving he can score in this league. Green drawing more attention from the defense.
And both free throws good for Green. Here's Hero. Here's Bryant.
Pourquoi il a pas fait un dunk?
Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the inside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists now tonight.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Poke loose and stolen by Şengün. Green taking his time here. Pass to Şengün.
Ouais, je quoi faire.
Rebound by the Heat. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Hero. Bryant on the wing. Brooks covering. Just 5 on the clock. Hero from long range. Hits it from 3-point range. Hero's got 33.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Şengün passes to Van Vliet. Şengün with a screen on Hero. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 8 rebounds in this game. Hero against Van Vliet. The 3 from MP. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it.
De la merde, là.
Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
The Rockets have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. That free throw good from Thompson. No good on the second free throw. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Great.
Oh là là, mais ce putain!
That time from Green.
And they're 1 of
Oh
4
putain,
here
merde,
to
en train de me
start the
saouler.
second half.
Brooks kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Bryant.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
I love seeing
Putain,
Adebayo
j'ai de la merde à des moments sans déconner.
Fantastic job leaking out and beating everyone to the spot.
Allez.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Van Vliet outside. Thompson sets the pick for Van Vliet. Shoots over Hero. Another miss by Houston.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Pass to Adebayo. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the D think twice about getting physical with him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Free throw good. Adebayo.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch
Allez,
move per
faut
se,
un peu les gars parce
and
que
that's partly why he shoots
les 20 points, c'est
such a
les
high
20 points.
percentage.
C'est déjà pas mal,
Now
hein.
to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to
J'ai
you.
envie du gars, quoi. Là, j'ai fait une
You are
direction, mais.
an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way,
Moi, je pense savoir.
Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. And it's Brooks in the corner. Adebayo against Thompson. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Van Vliet. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Van Vliet's got 21 in the game.
No, that's the definition of a masterful use of a pick and roll. Van
Oh,
Vliet
mais
just
comment
making
tu
the defense
ça?
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by Green.
Attends, je connais ce truc.
MP outside. Love trying to break loose. And a
Putain,
nice
il veut
shot
pas faire
by
de dunk,
Green.
là, il aurait pu
He's got
dunker.
24.
Mais.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy
Il a pas
bucket
voulu.
in the paint.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Green. The jumper from the free throw line is good.
I love seeing Green capitalize from that mid-range. These shots help get him into a groove.
MP, no
Ah,
good.
tous les
His
trucs comme ça, c'est en train de me
consistency
gaver.
just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Brooks against Wiggins. Van Vliet passes to Brooks. Here's Thompson. 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Hero. Love outside. And here's Adebayo. Love with the screen for Adebayo. And he makes that one. Adebayo's got 8 points.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün with a screen on Hero. Here's Van Vliet and the wide open shot from Green. Oh, good with the triple.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Hero finds Love to the wing on the left. Unloads from 13. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 9 points now in just the second half.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
Here's Van Vliet. It's hauled in by the Heat. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
And here's Bryant for 3. The
Ouais,
Rockets.
ça me saoule. Là, c'est en train de me gaver. Je fais de la merde.
Fourth rebound in this one. Thompson passes to Green. Count it. 10 points for Jalen Green.
Making things happen amongst those trees.
Mais ils sont pas les coups de panier là.
And so Bryant will bring it up for Miami. Outside Hero. Back to Bryant. And the call on the
Putain,
shot.
mais il peut pas
sends him to the line.
dunker.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a chance
Mais c'est putain d'entrée de merde aussi là.
down for Miami.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And they've also played
Ah,
exceptionally
puis j'ai chaud là, ça me
well
gave.
in the paint
Bon,
tonight.
je vais mettre le ventilateur. Hop. Ça fait un truc dans le micro, mais ils vont pas les couilles. Je suis en train de crever, ça m'énerve.
To work inside.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here is Green. He's got 13. There's the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mitchell passes to Bryant. Great defense that time from Şengün. Eason down low. Robinson on him. Thompson, a screen on Bryant. No one covered.
Oui, on va faire un petit lit là, c'est tout. Je suis en train de merde là.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Oh, look at that play right there!
That's how it's done.
Woo! Wow.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Outside, Green. To the paint, and stolen by MP. Inside. Mitchell with the bounce pass. Ryan up top. He's covered by Thompson. Got a
Oh, mais
piece
quelle
of
passe de merde,
6 on
Kiki.
the shot clock.
Balle perdue, c'est trop là.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Bryant against Green.
Oh là là, des fois ça
Now
me...
Mitchell. No scoring in this one. And MP with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game. And And so here is Houston. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Some nice passing there by Houston. Green, no luck. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Right side Robinson. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Bryant. Shoots over Van Vliet. MP, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. There's Green with the 3. Kicks it out to Van Vliet.
Merde.
Good.
Va te faire enculer, Van Vliet de merde, là.
Picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Oh, yes!
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now a timeout called by Houston. For the Rockets, John Glendale's checked in. Jabari Smith comes in for...
J'essaie de faire un bon match. Allez, bon, allez les gars. Bon, on leur met une bonne journée, mais... J'ai fait un match avant, j'ai fait un match avant, on a fait une branlée, mais là, c'est une branlée.
Deciding to change it up. And we've got a timeout call from Ime Udoka. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Miami leading by 23. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Adebayo, Hero out there with Bryant. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. Rockets have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And Vliet on the wing.
Putain, mais quel con! Ça merde, vous êtes foutu toutes les minutes, putain, tout le temps! Je suis paumé!
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he can really use some help.
And finish off by Bryant.
Moves the ball around well. Love picking up the assist that time.
Houston's got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. On the wing, Thompson. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Van Vliet against Hero. Good, and it's Bryant picking up the assist. MP's got his 7th assist in the game. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Rockets. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and
Surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Here's Bryant, and then jammed down as he goes right over him, and Thompson.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets
C'est ça
up.
que je sais, coach.
And for Houston, their shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Back to Van Vliet. Shoots over Hero. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And Bryant kicks to Hero. Fires from deep. The Rockets pull it in. Houston's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson looking for an opening. Şengün finds Eason. Here's Van Vliet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tyler Hero picks one up.
Il a loupé son tir, Tyler, mais il fait son match. Là, je fais pas le contraire. Je sais plus il a combien de temps, mais il a marqué beaucoup. Hein.
And Van Vliet, not the same score he once was,
Il a
Richard,
marqué,
but
il
he
a
has
beaucoup fait.
improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
Hero with it. That one drops for him. Hero's got 37.
And that's 10 straight
37
points
points.
in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
37 points, le petit Tyler. C'est bien, on a égalité avec Tyler. En nombre de points.
Here's Green, and it's
Ah,
Green
putain,
with the
c'est
jam.
grillé.
Let me tell you this, if you've got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
The Heat leading by 22. Bryant on the wing, guarded by Green. Love the pass to Wiggins. Adebayo with the screen on Brooks. Hero against Van Vliet. The three. Hero no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Van Vliet kicks to Şengün. Wiggins with the rebound. Miami's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Back to Hero. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the
Bah,
game
dommage.
moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
C'est pas le plus beau match, mais.
They get a hand on it. Wiggins with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Here's Bryant. Oh,
My goodness, man.
Bah oui.
Bam is a menace defensively. This time he uses those active hands to start the break.
1:44 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Green. Thompson outside. Fires the three. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning
Ah
out to
putain,
be
en fait j'ai été perturbé par les bras de personnel.
This was
Tiré,
a
mais
team
bon, après moi
performing
j'ai fait un match
to
de
its
merde.
fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off.
Ah,
with
c'est
a
ça
win.
Tyler.
You know, when you look at the huge impact he had,
Il fait son boulot
just
de
a
star.
monster game for
Tyler
Tyler
il fait
Hero.
ses matchs, mais Bam, il fait pas ses matchs. C'est dommage.
Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a
Tyler il
difference
doit être à je sais plus combien de points maintenant, pas dans le droit.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down low, here's Van Vliet. Misses from close range. Bryant against Green. And the dunk by Bryant.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team,
Il a fait,
you love
il
to
fait son,
hit
il a,
your
il a,
stride
c'est un bon match pour Tyler, c'est un bon match pour moi aussi.
in style.
Bon, j'ai une petite note de plus, mais
Outside
c'est pas grave.
Green
Moi j'ai mis merde.
to halt the
J'ai fait
run.
une merde, j'ai fait des matchs, je vais des anti-plus.
He's a gifted passer. You can just see how much Van Vliet values sharing the ball.
And Miami can just let the clock run down here.
Donc,
Hero against Van Vliet. Back to Bryant. Three-pointer. And the Heat, another three.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And the coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone.
Taylor, il a fait un grand match.
Just let him roll.
And so Miami takes this one by a
30
big
points, on leur a mis bon.
This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans
Taylor, je crois qu'il a fait un excellent match.
to get excited about Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight, and we'll see you next time.
Il me semble que là... Faut regarder les stats, mais Taylor, il a fait un sacré match. Il a fait un sacré match, Taylor. Ouais, je suis un peu fatigué. Il a fait un sacré match, notre petit Tyler. Est-ce qu'on peut...
Another day, another win. Good work.
Non, c'est les Hawks. Il va faire roquette. Ah oui, non, c'est les matchs cruciaux. Ça, je m'en fous des matchs cruciaux, voilà. Tyler, combien t'as fait? 44 points moi et 40 points Tyler. 6 sur 8 à 3 points, moi j'ai fait du caca, lancer franc, nanana. 17 sur 20 ou shoot, ouais, il a fait un sacré match Taylor. Ouais, j'ai fait un peu de la merde. Contre Taylor, il a fait son match. 40 points Taylor, 40 points. Pas mal mon petit Taylor, pas mal. Bon, moi sur ce les amis, j'aurais été le live ici, j'espère que ce live vous aura plu, si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner, à être poussé à sur plaisir. Nous on se retrouve très vite pour un prochain live, allez, bonne soirée à tous et ciao tout le monde.